So just a few things to go over here for the Hyperformance 5K program. So if you get through the 6 weeks and you're enjoying it, I will add an additional 2 weeks to the program. So I'll just update the spreadsheet, which has all been sent out to you individually. So if you haven't read an online program before, and you'll notice down the side of the weight component that there's like A1, A2 or A1, B1, C1. So what that means is it structures how you're going to run through that group of exercises. So for example, if something says A1 squat, and then it has 10 reps, 3 sets, and then the next exercise is B1 push-ups, it means you'll do the A1 exercise first. So you'll do 3 sets of 10 of the squats, and then you'll move on to whatever the requirement are for sets and reps of the push-ups. However, if it reads A1, A2 for the same exercise, 3 sets of 10 each, it means you'll do squats, then push-ups, then squats, then push-ups, then squats, then push-ups, so 3 sets. So then another example is if the program reads A1, then B1, B2, B3. Let's say A1 is squats, 3 sets of 10, it means you'll do 3 sets of 10 squats, and then whatever B1, B2, B3 are, you would do that in like a circuit format. So the next is run pacing. I haven't really put in too many structured runs, but there is a run where I think it's 2K efforts at 1 kilometer time trial pace plus 10%. So what that would be, let's say you run your 1 kilometer in 4 minutes. So that's 240 seconds. 10% of that is 24 seconds, which takes us up to 264 seconds, which is 4 minutes 24 per kilometer for 2K. So that means you would be running at 8:48 for 2 kilometers. So that's that. Explain. And then the other runs are just how you will feel, or the time trial are obviously as hard as you can. You'll learn to pace yourself and carry that on. So basically the goal of this program is to just be able to break down a quick pace for 5 kilometers. So at the moment you might run 5 kilometers, you go out hard, you gas through the middle there, you get a second win, or you might go out easy, try and bring it home at the end. What we want to do is work on consistent pace throughout the 5 kilometers. So whatever your time trial is on week 1, if you haven't been doing that much running but you're still somewhat fit, I would want you to be able to hold that pace by the end of 6 weeks for the 5 kilometers. Yes, it's going to be hard, but make sure those shorter sessions that you are putting in quite a bit of effort. And you might look at it and go, oh, this whole session's 1.6K, that's a piece of piss. But it shouldn't be if you're putting in enough effort and actually having a go. Running surface for the shorter runs, I'd ideally like grass, so like an AFL oval, so a cricket oval, some form of oval that you can mark out a 400. So you can mark out, use Map My Run. A lot of guys have Apple Watches, Fitbits, I think, measure distance, or you can just go to Bunnings and buy a trundle wheel. But if you don't have access to any of these things, use your phone obviously, but for a 400, just pace one out. Like if you're a guy who's 6 foot, you know that maybe your walking strides are about 1 meter, just in your warm-up pace around an oval and then mark it out. As long as it's consistent when you come back and do the same sessions, just so you know if you're getting quicker. Marking out runs, running pace, covered that. So the next thing is injuries. Injuries are pretty common with running, hence why I like to push people onto softer surfaces. But for the longer runs, I would expect you to probably run on roads if you have 5 kilometers worth of grass, or you can handle running around in a circle for 5K on an oval. That's great and probably ideal. But yeah, just make sure you have appropriate footwear. If you do get injured, reach out and I can probably help you in the form of seeking out a physio or seeking out someone to help you. If you are injured going into this program, obviously just exercise with caution. And if you have any trouble with the exercises, just let me know. But it's all body weight, so it should be all pretty straightforward. And yeah, just drop me an email or DM me on Instagram at OscarCharles3 or at Hyperformance Podcast if you have any questions. Yeah, keen to see how everyone goes.